Hi, good morning. It's Heather with Soul Surf Sessions here in Los Angeles. Welcome to an introduction to surfing. And today I want to talk to you about surfboards because you're definitely going to need one to surf. So for my surfing students, I teach and I also recommend that they get foamies as their first surfboard. And a foamy is a surfboard made out of compacted foam. So it's like a giant boogie board, super safe, and the fins are like a soft plastic, so you won't sever any arteries, no lacerations to the face, nothing like that, nothing gnarly. So in case you run yourself or anybody else over, there's not going to be any major injuries. So the beauty of the foamy is, aside from being safe, it's also easy to paddle and super stable. So I usually recommend that people stay with a foamy until they're at the point in their surfing where they're riding unbroken waves and they have the timing down. Usually when you get hit with the board the most is when you're first learning. So the worst thing that can happen is for you to get hit with a hard board and then get scared and then be hesitating, because when you hesitate you actually get more pounded than when you just go for it. So this will keep you from hesitating. So the way I size people up with boards is usually anybody that weighs up to 140 pounds, even kids. I'll start off on a 8-foot foamy. The great thing about the 8-foot foamies is they sell them at Costco for $100. And it's a simple, you put it together with a quarter. There's 3 steps in the directions, which is really as easy as 1, 2, 3. Not like some other places where you have 3 steps and for whatever reason it's super hard. It's super easy to put together. All you need is a quarter and you're good to go. I think anybody over 140, probably 145 to 200, 210, I would put on a 9-footer. Probably anybody above 210, 220 and above, I would put on a 10-foot foamy. That way I know it's gonna be nice and stable for them when they're paddling, when they're popping up. They're gonna be able to, get into waves easily or get into whitewater easily. So let's go over the parts of the board. So here I have a 8-foot foamy from Costco. And we have the front of the board, which is the nose up here. You can see that. Nose. The 2 edges are called the rails. Then you're going to have on the back of the board, just back of the board, the tail. That's the tail. And then this is the leash, which is going to attach at your back ankle. We're going to go over that in a different blog entry. This is what we call a traction or a tail pad. To give your back foot extra grip. These type of boards are pretty grippy anyway, so it's more just for fun on these boards. The back foot is the foot that you use to do turns, so it just gives you a little extra if you're trying to rip into a big turn. And the 8-footers, actually all the foamies, you can actually turn pretty good. So yeah, they're a safe bet as you're advancing. And then on the back, we have the fins, which are what allow us to control the board so we don't just start spinning around in circles. And again, these are made out of a soft, flexible plastic. So if it hits your skin or if it hits the beach, it's gonna bend and not break or cut you. So yeah, those are the main parts of the board. And unfortunately, Costco only sells 8-footers. So once you start getting into the 9-footers, 10-footers, they kind of start off at $325 and above. So, but it's a worthwhile investment. And if you ever decide that you're done with that foamy, they're kind of fun to just keep around. If the waves are small or if it's kind of gnarly and you just want to, mess around, or if you have friends that are coming to town, it's something safe that they can play on. But if you do decide you ever want to sell them, they pretty much maintain their value. So if it's in good condition, you could almost get what you paid for it. So yeah, super awesome, affordable. It's the way to go. Aloha. Hope you enjoyed.